Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. By the video title, this video is about NFL Game Picks Week number 3. Now, next week on Game Picks, I'll be having a special guest with me, picking the games out. But this week, we're doing it solo. Okay, first game of the week is Steelers and Browns. I know my Steelers haven't looked too good, the past game. And the first game we won, but, it was a little wacky, the 5 turnovers, and had to win in overtime with missed field goals. But I'm taking my Steelers. I think this game right here will be very close because both teams will be trying to establish, part of the run game. Of course, the Browns are better at running the football, and they have a better O-line. And the 1-2 punch with Kareem, and of course Nick Chubb as the starting back, he had 3 touchdowns against the Jets. So I believe that this is going to be one of those scrappy games. It's going to be a low scoring. I think both teams will probably be around maybe 20, 23 points. So it'll probably be around that type of score. Around that, I think the Steelers will win maybe 23-20. Hopefully they do, but if not, then we're going to be back to square one. But next, we got the Bills and Dolphins. I'm taking the Bills. The Bills and Dolphins game. Now, if the Dolphins play the way they did last game, they're going to be a very good game to watch. Remember that one game with the Rams and the Chiefs? I don't know if that was 2017 or 2018 or something. It was a couple years ago. I think it's the year the Rams went to the Super Bowl, and that year it was crazy. That was a crazy game. And Monday Night Football, they was going crazy. Was that Monday night or Thursday night? It might have been Thursday Night Football, but it was it was a primetime game, and they was going crazy. They put up a lot of points. It was like 50 plus for both teams, and it came down to Mahomes with interception or the ball got tipped up in the air or something like that. But that was a crazy shootout game. Now the Dolphins come with that. Last week with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle eclipsing they had 300 plus yards of total offense together and 4 touchdowns, while Tua had 6 passing touchdowns and 400 plus passing yards and an amazing comeback, a 21-point comeback in the fourth quarter. That's going to be a crazy game, a shootout, because the Bills, like I said before, the Bills never win a game by 3 points or 10 points. They always win a game by a good margin. They blow you out, and if they lose a game, they're going to either lose by a little bit, maybe a little amount, but they always win by blowing their opponents out. They're gonna blow opponent out. They're not gonna win by a field goal, game-winning field goal, or game-winning touchdown. Nah, they're gonna be up by a couple scores. Bengals and Jets. I'm taking the Bengals. I think the Bengals will bounce back this week. Raiders, Titans. Taking the Raiders. They both 0-2, need to win, but I think the Titans got a little more on offensively and defensively a little bit. Saints and Panthers. I'm taking the Saints. Saints defense is very good. Now James Winston got to make sure you don't turn the ball over a lot, but I think the Saints should do well. Ravens, not Packers. Ravens, Patriots. I'm taking the Ravens. Vikings, Lions. I'm taking the Lions again. Back-to-back weeks. The Lions, I told you guys what's going to happen. I said the Commanders look like they're supposed to win this game. But I got a feeling the Lions going to go out there and blow them out. Now, the Lions was blowing them out at first, but the Lions, I think the Commanders started coming back a little bit, and the Lions held off on the lead, and they won the game. But I told you guys, the Lions are a feisty team. They're fighting. I think they might have a chance. For, of course, the division is early on. They 1-1. Packers 1-1. Bears 1-1. I believe the Vikings 1-1. So they all 1-1. So everybody all neck and neck. I still got the Packers win that division, but it's some wild card spots. You never know what could happen. With that coach Campbell out there being fiery and feisty, I feel like they can make a run. Eagles, Commanders, I'm taking the Eagles. The Eagles team has been very good. Jalen Hurts has been playing amazing football, and the defense has been looked amazing. Darius Slay don't get enough love. Darius Slay been balling, and with the Lions, he was an All-Pro, and he after the Eagles was a Pro Bowler. Was it last year that he had all those returns? He had the fumble returns, he had pick sixes and different returns. He had 3 or 4 return touchdowns last year. Yeah, Darius Slay is amazing. He could have had 4 picks yesterday as well. He had 2. One of them, the one guy in his chest, he was falling on the ground, was a tough one. And the other one, he should have had that one in the end zone, but he still caught 2 of them. He was playing very good defense on Justin Jefferson. Now, moving on to the Chiefs and the Colts. I'm taking the Chiefs. The Colts, I don't know what's going on. I thought Matt Ryan being in that Colts, offense, and I know that the receivers on the outside is pretty cool, and then the run game, but they got shut down. The run game got shut down last week by the Jaguars, and I don't know. And they got a bad matchup this week against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are they're still the big brothers of the AFC and probably big brothers of the league. They just blow people out. And the last game against the Chargers, it was closer, but they still proved that even without Tyreek Hill, you still have a $500 million quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. And then week 1, we see what they do. And see what they did, and it's amazing. Now, the next game is the Texans and Bears. I'm taking the Texans. We got Jags and Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers. The Jaguars have been looking good, though. I think this game will be closer than what people think. But I'm taking the Chargers, though. I'm taking Justin Herbert and them guys. All right. Next game is the Rams and the Cardinals. I'm actually taking the Cardinals in this game. I feel like the Cardinals, that last week performance, I feel like they're gonna be some momentum that'll lead them to this game. They're at home against the Rams. I think it'll be closer than what people think. And it's kind of like a little vengeance. Last year the Rams really had their number like that. And in the playoffs, Aaron Donald just messed the whole game up. He missed the whole game plan up, and Kyler Murray was running for his life. But Kyler Murray made a beautiful throw in the back of the end zone of last game to send his team to overtime for the 2-point conversion to AJ Green. That was an amazing pass that split it between the defenders. And then the defense did the rest, with the fumble. Hunter Renfrow fumbled the first time, and then he fumbled again. I was like, dang, Hunter Renfrow fumbled twice, and then they returned it back for the game winner. But I think the Cardinals are going to use that momentum. They win in overtime and bring it with them and carry it to this game because it's a division game, so they don't have to come with it. So that's why I'm picking them. Packers, Bucks, I'm taking the Packers. The Packers, I feel like Packers and Bucks are similar in the receiver position right now. Because, Packers got young receivers who have some talent to them, but they still need some, still the chemistry's not there fully. And but they do got a good running game. Aaron Jones is a beast. He had 14 touches for 134 yards, and he had 2 touchdowns. And AJ Dillon had like 60 plus, I think he had 60 plus rushing yards off the ground. So really, you get that 1-2 punch like that, you can just go run the offense through those guys and like maybe take your shots here and there with those receivers on the outside. But they still got to find a way how to kind of like implement those young guys into the offense. Those young guys are kind of, they kind of learn and try to pick stuff up. I think his name Christian Watkins or Christian Watson. He is still trying to get into the offense. And then Sammy Watkins is another guy who is a veteran presence, and he looked pretty good last game. He looked very good last game, and he was making things happen in the middle for Aaron Rodgers, being like kind of like it's kind of like a safety blanket a little bit. I'm surprised they don't use Robert Tonyan a lot more, but maybe they'll start implementing that a little later down the line. But I'm taking the Packers in this game. Falcons, Hawks, the Seahawks. I'm taking the Falcons. I think the Falcons got a little more stability. It's not saying a lot, but the Seahawks, I feel like this game right here would be probably a close game because both teams are kind of similar. They're kind of in that rebuilding phase, and they're kind of in the phase of they're still competing, but they're rebuilding as well. Now, they had a bad loss to the 49ers. 49ers went in there and just dominated. And then the Falcons had a bad loss to the Rams. They came back a little bit, but most of the game, the Rams basically dominated. So I think the Falcons they have a little more firing power. Cordell Patterson, Drake London, Marcus Mariota. I think those guys are a little bit more better than the Seahawks. So I'm taking the Falcons this game on the road. 49ers, Broncos, taking the 49ers. 49ers, Jimmy G is back in there. Trey Lance broke his ankle. I think he had 2 surgeries. It was a bad injury. Like from looking at the replay, it looked like it looked like he like kind of like just like slid and like just fell down. Like it didn't look as bad, and then he got up and he fell back down. So prayers up to Trey Lance because that injury it didn't look bad from the replay, but they say I think he fractured. He had 2 fractures in his ankle, something happened in his ankle. He had to get 2 surgeries or something. So it was like something crazy. But then they kept Jimmy G on the roster. I guess as a security blanket just in case anything bad happened. But the coach kind of set Trey Lance up a little bit for that. Like all those runs and like just like him just taking the direct snaps and just going. They should have implemented a little more, maybe play actions and let him get on the move and do some stuff. But hopefully he'll be back next year. But it's kind of hard for him to kind of like get back because he got to rehab the injury, and then he has to continue to learn the offense as well. So kind of gonna put him back to the beginning where he kind of started like that. But I'm taking the 49ers in this Broncos game. I thought the 49ers team is just more complete than the Broncos. The Broncos have a lot of questioning and a lot of injuries piled up the last game against the Texans as well. And then the next game is the Cowboys and the Giants. The last game, I'm going to say the Cowboys beat the Giants. The Cowboys have been owning the Giants for a lot. They always beat the Giants. So, and they're on the road right now. So I'm going to say the Cowboys beat the Giants and win that football. I think the game will be very close. But I don't really trust both of the quarterbacks. I know Gary Gilbert looked cool and looked good against the Bengals and stuff, but I need to see more than just a sample size of the Vikings game last year and then this game that he had a week ago. I need to see more, see more like that. See, can you do that on a consistent basis? Because he's going to be starting probably for the next 5-6 weeks. So we're going to see if he actually what people say he is. And then the Giants, Daniel Jones, Still don't trust Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has been kind of holding the Giants back a little bit. He had potential early on, but I don't know. I don't really know. Like the decision making is just not there. But Saquon Barkley is a beast. So this game might be closer than what it seems. But I'm taking the Cowboys though. I think maybe like a game-winning field goal or something. But yeah, that's all my game picks for this week. If you guys like this video, leave a like, subscribe. If you don't like it, dislike it, and leave a comment in the comment section what you guys think. But I'll see you guys probably. Actually, I'm recording the video after the Steelers preview for the game because you probably seeing this on Wednesday. So I'll see you guys later.